You're gonna body this whole thing. Yeah. If you wanna body something, follow me and watch what I make on YouTube. You are gonna tweak. I'm not a gluten-free person, but I like gluten-free recipes when they're good and they don't feel gluten-free for gluten-free sake, and they're just good. And this is one of my favorites, and it's super easy. It's zucchini bread without any gluten. It's got a lot of nuts in it, which are just so good. I've got a box grater here. You got a lot of different sizes you can grate. We go for the big size. You need about 1.5 zucchini, and we're just grating this. And if you think about it, I'm getting this like grated zucchini, super moist, and that's gonna go into the batter and be really moist, which makes for something that's not dried out. You know, I love pumpkin bread and whatever, it's so good, but I kind of love the freshness of the zucchini here against the almonds. You could use walnuts or almonds, by the way. I happen to like both. I had some sliced almonds hanging around. So the first thing we're doing is just grating. You see what we're getting? Zucchini. I put this parchment on here because I like to grate all the zucchini, fold up the parchment, dump it in the bag, and have it not make a mess. All right, so just grating. And again, the larger holes for the grater. I would say you could chop it up with a knife, but by grating it, you really tear up the zucchini more, and that integrates it better. We want 2 cups, you know, which for me is like about 1.5 medium-ish, medium-largest zucchini. You could use green or yellow zucchini for this. You could even use 2 cups of spaghetti squash if you wanted, but I just like this straight up zucchini the best. It's kind of fun to just grate an entire vegetable to make bread. That so pretty. About 2 cups, I don't know. I usually just finish grating the zucchini. You gotta be careful though. You don't want it to be like 5 cups, right? Big bowl, it's so easy. No mixer, no equipment, big bowl. We fold up that zucchini. We go right in there. We're gonna add the wet ingredients first. 2 eggs whole, right in there. And this is one of those dump and stirs. 2 eggs, sugar, about 1/2 cup, 1/2 teaspoon of ground cinnamon. You could also add a little dry ginger, so good. Teaspoon of just kosher salt, and a teaspoon of baking soda. Whisk a little bit. I'm gonna break up those eggs. And you wanted that sugar to get working on the zucchini. It's gonna start to break down. The salt and the sugar will break that zucchini down. And we'll get a little pasty in here. It's kind of cool, the smell of the cinnamon and the zucchini. You can see this is pretty wet. It should kind of remind you of chunky applesauce. Yeah. Don't be afraid to mix it till the eggs are fully integrated. You see that? Kind of pretty too. Cup of sliced almonds for texture and taste. And then, and then 2 cups of almond flour. And you can make almond flour. You can make almond flour. You just grind up almonds in the food processor, or you can buy a bag of almond flour, 2 cups. You see what we get here? This starts to make sense when you add in the almond flour and the almonds. You can see you have great texture, and you see that the almond flour immediately absorbs all that moisture from the eggs. And don't be afraid to mix this a little bit. Grease the pan. I got a little butter here. The butter's for taste and moisture and deliciousness. Can you grease it with olive oil instead? Sure. Can you grease it with nonstick spray? Sure. Will it be as good? No. But go ahead, see if I care. See if I care if you ignore me after all my hard work and getting my fingers all buttered up. I won't tweak.
I won't tweak.
You're gonna make this zucchini bread, and as my social media team says, you're gonna body this whole thing. Okay, because apparently that means when you eat the whole thing. Thank you, someone around here shows me some respect. If you wanna body something, follow me and watch what I make on YouTube. You are gonna tweak. Little parchment as an insurance policy. I know we buttered and everything. You know what I'm saying? Parchment in there. This way? That, what the yeah. That little parchment, butter, so good. Yum. Go right in there. I'm going right in there with all this. So zen. I'm gonna get it all in there, really scrape. Scraping with a spatula is underrated. All the batter, because recipes are measured, right? So you want all that batter in there to bake up really good. This smells good. Cinnamon, the almonds, really makes sense. It's kind of cool that a lot of the texture comes from zucchini. And you know, no need to be assertive, you know what I'm saying? Just gently, you know? Make sure it fills the whole pan. Look at that. So pretty, right? Now we're gonna put this in the oven. This has a lot of moisture in it. The eggs, it's got the butter on the sides of the pan. It's got a lot of zucchini in it. So I like to cook this at 350 degrees for 35 minutes. And then I turn the oven down to 325 and I cook it for an additional 10 minutes. So it's not drying out and getting really like at a super hot temperature, but it kind of comes out of the jacuzzi slowly, right? Like shoulders and the chest poke out and then the rest gets out of the hot tub. Make sense? 350, 35 minutes, 325 for an extra 10. And sometimes I even let it hang in the oven with the oven off for a few minutes after that to just like, whew, you know? And then we eat right in the oven. All right, taking it out. Look at that. And zucchini bread, she's a beauty. And you can just see how moist it is from all that zucchini and the eggs. No, not for you, sweet boy. If you want to, just gently, very gently, just run a knife around the edges. And unmold. Oh yeah, I wish you could smell this. It smells like zucchini. I smell the cinnamon. I smell the almonds, still warm. You guys are like, wait, what? So pretty. So simple, look at that. Zucchini, moist. The almonds, the texture. So delicious. Let me get a little bite there. Right off the edge. Texture of the almonds and then the almond flour with the sugar. And the almonds are kind of, you know, they got a little soggy in the best kind of way, so they're just kind of rich and creamy in there. It almost feels like little bursts of butter or cream. And the zucchini is like super grassy. Just the right amount of sugar and cinnamon in here to just take that zucchini and take it to Bread Town. So good, try it. 350, 35 minutes, 325 for an extra 10. And follow me and watch what I make on YouTube.